Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends. Welcome to our daily prayer program. What a blessing, friends, to be here together with one another for an opportunity for us to pray together, to rebalance ourselves, to have these moments, although they are so short, they're so important for each and every one of us because it's an opportunity for us to connect with our guardian angels, with God, with Master Jesus, and really use it as a nourishment for our soul. Today, we're going to read a message that talks exactly about that. How can we nourish ourselves spiritually? Because we know we are immortal spirits and we need to take care of the physical body. We need food and drink for the physical body, but most important, we need to nourish our souls, our spiritual bodies. And how do we do it? Well, today in a message on this book, Our Daily Bread, by Emmanuel through Chico Xavier, we're gonna read exactly that. Emmanuel is gonna tell us how can we focus on nourishing our spirits in moments like this are true nourishment for our souls. So, with that, we invite you to come along. We're going to start with an initial prayer. We're going to read the message, make a few remarks, and then we're going to close with our final prayer. We ask that you get a cup of water, bottle of water, jar of water, whatever it's easier to you, and put it right next to you because as we pray, as we read this message together, our guiding spirits will be there and they will be providing everything that we need. We can then drink the water later, share with our family members, share with our pets, with our plants, so that we can all be nourished together. So, with that, friends, we invite you to our initial prayer. So, let us close our eyes and let us take a deep breath in, acknowledging our physical bodies that are blessed, a blessed instrument, a blessed tool that God provided to us for this reincarnation. But let us also acknowledge us as spirits, not limited by the physical bodies, our mortal spirits. Let us focus on that and let us raise our thoughts to our Creator. Dear loving God, thank you so much. What a precious day to be here together. Another day in this reincarnation that we so many times, Father, take for granted. Thank you so much for showing us the pathway, for helping us plan a reincarnation that will provide everything that we need. Even though most of the time we don't understand, we cry, we complain. As rebellious children, there's so much to learn, dear Father. Learn to accept your designs. Learn to humble ourselves, to be meek and peacemakers in our lives. and most importantly, to practice this law, love, justice, and charity that you provide all of us. In this moment tonight, dear Father, open our hearts so that we can learn with you through Emmanuel. Learn how we can nourish our souls, our spirits, and that we can continue practicing it throughout this day and week. With much gratitude in our hearts, dear loving God, we ask your permission to open this prayerful moments of tonight, and so be it. So, friends, today we are reading a message titled Spiritual Nutrition, and it's in the book Our Daily Bread. If you have the book at home and you want to follow along, it's message number 134. And in this message, Emmanuel starts by quoting Paul to the Hebrews 13:9, saying, "It is good for our hearts to be strengthened by grace, not by ceremonial foods, which are no value to those who eat them." There are nutritional vices of the soul, just as there are nutritional vices of the body. Many persons substitute pure water for inciting drinks, as occurs to many people who prefer to deal with pernicious illusion regarding spiritual problems. The nourishment of the heart, in order to be effective in the eternal life, shall be based on the simple realities of the evolutionary road. It is crucial that we be fortified with illuminative values without paying attention to the dazzling fantasies that come from the exterior. It is precisely on a religious path that such care and efforts demand a greater amount of involvement. The believer, as a rule, is always thirsting for situations that can satisfy his toxic whims, like a gourmet desires exotic dishes. However, in the same manner as these pleasures of the table in no way benefits the individual essential activities, the sensations learned in the zone of phenomena become useless to the spirit when it does not possess the sufficient interior resources to comprehend the ultimate purpose. Numerous apprentices regard their respective religious experience as purely intellectual matters, but it is indispensable to recognize that the nourishment of the soul, in order to become molded, definitely requires a sincere heart interested in the divine truths. When an individual places himself in this intimated position, he truly becomes fortified for the sublimation, because he recognizes so much material of dignified labor around his steps, that any transitionary sensation to him becomes localized at the last stepping stones of the pathway. Whew. Wow, what a message, right, friends? Let us take a deep breath in so we can truly feel this message by Emmanuel today. He's talking about spiritual nutrition, and it's so interesting that he compares it with the nutrition of the body. Because as incarnate spirits, that's what we are most aware of, right? All of us have a physical body. We know that the physical body needs food, needs water, right, to maintain itself. But we also know that, as he says here in the very first paragraph, there are nutritional vices. And we see that nowadays so present in our society, right? Those who overindulge themselves, right? Eating too much, drinking too much. He talks about inciting drinks, alcohol, many other types of food and drinks that what? One thing is to provide enough nutrition for the body to be healthy, but we know that our vices in that of the physical body, right? Of food, of drinks that are not healthy for our bodies. And then he correlates that with our spiritual nutrition. Did you know, friends, that we all need spiritual nutrition? We need to feed our spirit? Yes, we do, because our spirit, that is immortal. So, yes, we need to take care of the hygiene, of the needs of the physical body. But at the end of the day, our priority should be on what? Not on the passing things. So, should be in our immortal spirit. So, yes, we need to take care of the spirit. And how can we do it? How we can get it done? How do we provide those nutritions to the spirit? He says, the nourishment of the heart, in order to be effective in the eternal life, shall be based in the simple realities of the evolutionary road. Simple reality, friends. Yes, we all think that we need extravagant things, right? He later go on to talk about phenomena. And here we can say, if he's talking about, yes, those uh, phenomena in mediumship or those accomplishments that we think are extraordinary in his simple is in the simple realities of the evolutionary road. So what are they, friends? Because he says it is crucial to be fortified with illuminative values. So that's exactly where Emmanuel is showing to us values, our moral values. How do we fortify in our spirit our illuminative values? What are those? Are those who are the foundation, right? Sincerity, humility, right? Being humble, being loving and kind. How do we nourish those things in our lives? So let us brainstorm a few things. So moments like this are true nourishment. That's why we are Kardec Radio, right? We say Kardec Radio, we are always nourishing our souls. So if you're tuning to Kardec Radio and you have an open heart, this is true moments, nutrition for our spiritual bodies. Because the knowledge that we're gonna gain here, those will true nourishment our souls. It will fortify us. It will provide us consolation. But he then goes a step further because he says that we cannot stay only in what? In the intellectual. So it's great that we study, that we read these blessed books. Those are all nourishments for our souls, right? We read talks, we participate in study groups, we pray. Yes, we need prayer is so important in our daily lives because when we pray, we elevate our vibrations, we connect with our guardian angels, with our spiritual mentors, and we true happen, healing moments happen on those times. So prayer is fundamental, but he says it's enough that we go a step further. And what is that? Is to put in practice, as we mentioned earlier, in the simple realities of our lives. So we don't stay only in the intellect, but it's when we feel, friends, we feel those things in our hearts and we put it in practice. It's when we read so much about patience and being patient, and then what happens? We are driving and someone cuts in front of us. And what is if we are focused still in the animalist instincts, right? Our reactivity at the split second, we're gonna become outraged, we're gonna become angry, right? But if we're true focus in putting those things into practice, it's in those moments that we're saying, wow, let me send prayers to those because we don't know why they are acting that way. Maybe they were not paying attention. Maybe they didn't see me. Maybe they are taking someone to a hospital. They are rushing to get there. Maybe they just lost a loved one and they are going to meet other family members. We don't know, right? We don't know what happened. And even if we knew what's going on in their lives, we say, God bless you, go in peace, right? God protect you. So it's moments like this in our lives that we go beyond the intellect. We put in practice, we feel, because at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all immortal spirits. So it's not only about us, but about others. So when Emmanuel reminds us about the toxic winds, right? He says here, it's, and he correlates when we have this desire for exotic dishes in the physical world. It's the same thing if we're looking in spiritism only for the phenomena, only for the mediumistic phenomena. He's saying that's not it. You're not gonna find nourishment there because you are staying only focus on the phenomena, on the intellectual matters, but the main important things is for us to what? It's indispensable to nourish the soul, to have the sincere heart, the divine truths, the divine laws in our hearts. That's what he's saying. So going from the mind to the heart, friends. So let us practice every time that we listen to the daily prayer programs, that we listen to a talk, that we talk to a friend, that we go beyond just knowing it intellectually, but feeling it in our hearts, putting it in practice. How can we put all this knowledge into practice? Because it's saying when we change this, when we true practice this in our lives, then we're not gonna be focused on the exterior things of life. We're gonna focus on truly nourishing our souls. This knowledge that is immortal, we take this for immortality. So we're now, as we're going through a pandemic in our planet, and we are seeing so close those who are suffering, those who are going through many difficulties, sometimes inside of our own homes, our families. It's a call for us that when God calls us back, we're not gonna take anything material. It doesn't matter if we focus on the passing things of life, right? Because what are we gonna take with us? It's nourishments like this. Is this true nourishment of the soul? Is the values inside of us? Is the divine truths, as Emmanuel says? That's what we're gonna take with us. So knowing that God is watching over us, that nothing happens without His consent, that He's taking care personally of each and every one of us, and that the moments in our lives are moments for us to learn. So, learn how we can apply those spiritual nourishment. So, let us focus in nourishing not only the physical body with healthy foods, but the spirit, right? With healthy thoughts, right? Healthy feelings. So important. Health words. That's why the mentors at Kardec Radio in the Spirit Society of Virginia are always reminding us to focus on the good, to visualize the good, to feel the good, to really make sure that we are molding the good in our lives. So let us seek, friends, this good, not focus on the negativity, because then we're not really nourishing our souls that way, but focus on what is good. If we're going through a hard time, a situation, there is something good about it. Let us change the lenses, because in Spiritism we learn how to change the lenses and focus on the good, so that we can nourish the soul, not with the toxic, negative things, but with the good. And we can do it sometimes by affirmations. There's a beautiful app that we recommend sometimes, and I'm looking here just to find to share with you. It's called I Am. It's so beautiful. Look, it it always is so beautiful. It gives a great possibility for us to practice this affirmation daily. And it gives so many great affirmations for all of us. So I'm just opening here to share because it's so beautiful. Look, this one says, hopefully you can read, I am proud of myself for getting this far. So there's so many, sometimes opening an app and you can put reminders, and it gonna help us focus on looking for the good. I release all the negative energy that is holding me back. Isn't that beautiful, friends? Sometimes we are going through our days and then a pop-up message comes in and you're like, oh, this is so beautiful, let me relieve this negative energy. So this is the app called I Am. But there are so many other apps, other techniques, meditation, affirmations. So we really focusing on nourishing our souls with good thoughts, good feelings, good vibration, good words, and good deeds, because that's what will be transformed in good actions in our lives. So, with that, friends, we invite you to our final prayer. Let us pray. Let us use these moments as a true nourishment for our souls. As we just learned with Emmanuel, we can raise our vibrations and stay there throughout this day and evening. Okay? So, I'm going to put some music here to help us focus. So, we ask that you close your eyes if you can. Stop browsing the internet or doing things around the home. Let us really focus on this message by Emmanuel. And as we close our eyes, let us imagine then a beautiful rain of healing light comes from the highest spheres of earth and has this beautiful shower of light, touches our heads, our shoulders. It envelops our whole physical bodies. And we feel that any feelings of sadness, unhappiness, of revenge, of hatred, of jealousy is dissipated. Any physical pain, emotional pain, it is released from our bodies as we receive the shower of blessings. We are being renewed at this moment and rebalanced by the mentor spirits who are with us always. And as we breathe in and out, we can feel our whole body enveloped in so much light. And let us remember the words from Jesus, our guiding model, who said that you are light, you are living light. So let us share this light with all those around us, picturing our family members, our loved ones, our homes, our pets, our plants, being enveloped on this light. As entities who need help are rescued and helped, we rebalance the atmosphere of our homes, expanding it to the neighbors' homes. Those who are suffering much more than us in hospitals, clinics, nursing homes, refugee camps. Those who are on the streets without shelter and food. Those who are desperate and contemplating suicide. This light travels to our countries and continents until it envelops our whole world. Let us raise our thoughts to our Creator. Dear loving God, thank you one more time for these blessed moments with one another. Thank you for guiding our lives. And thank you for loving us infinitely. Help us, Father, focus on the good, because the good is all that is. Help us be strong in our faith, knowing that everything there is a reason, and everything passes, so this shall also pass. Let us focus in nourishing our spiritual bodies, not with toxic words, feelings, actions, but with your divine truths and values, as we strive to be more loving, more respectful, more understanding, more kind, forgiving, seeing one another as brothers and sisters under your guidance and love. And with your permission, dear Father, we ask that we can close these prayerful moments of tonight feeling our loving kindness throughout the evening and the week. And so be it. Thank you, friends, for joining us in another daily prayer. What a blessing to be here together. We hope you can continue feeling this blessing throughout the evening, the day, whenever you are. And if you have any questions, write to us here at kardecradio@gmail.com and we will get back to you. And always continue joining at Kardec Radio because we're always nourishing our souls. We'll see you soon, dear friends. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.